Let's go over what you need to be doing to prepare for the new Attack on Titan update. Hello, it is SisterGuard here. Hopefully having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today in Arise because I'm going to go over the new leaks for the Attack on Titan update, some things you need to be doing to prepare for it, and kind of giving you an update on what I've been up to because I've actually been on the grind. So if you have not already, please make sure you smash the like button, do the subscribe button, and go the appreciate spin a lot, and we're going to get right on into it. So this Friday's update is going to be Attack on Titan, and how do we know that? Well, we've got these lovely screenshots from this morning. We also got this lovely ability showcase from one of the new characters that's going to be there. And we also have the event page. There you go. That's the screenshot from it. So we do know it is going to be Attack on Titan, which I'm actually super excited. Hopefully we can get some Eren Jaeger at least. I know sometimes they're kind of hit or miss, but this will be a key dungeon update. So first things first, go ahead and go over to your items. Make sure you have plenty of keys. Go ahead and max out your common keys. Good place to farm keys is in desert. So I'm gonna reference every single time we talk about something where the best place to grind it so you can go get started. But yeah, desert's gonna be your way to go. I do have AFK grinds, or you can just hit the do again button. All up to you. Now, the next sneak peek I want to go over requires no prep work, but it is something I know all of us will like, which is we're now going to be able to delete and auto lock relics. So you will no longer have a billion relics in here that you do not want and or need. Yay! Which means I'm already excited about that. I'm stupid excited for this update. So many good quality of life things that they've showcased. The next thing they showcase doesn't require any prep on y'all's part is turning on auto arise and auto destroy at the same time. This is going to be super useful because all you're going to need to do is go to your index, go over here to shadows, whatever you don't want, set it to auto destroy so you don't pick them up. And then if you're wanting to auto arise something, you can have it there. Now, this is going to have a little bit of a caveat. I can go ahead and tell y'all right now. Normally, if I'm farming something and it's like, especially in Castle's really bad about this. I'm farming something, I need damage to kill it, and then when I go to arise it, I need to switch over to my arise setup. So that's going to kind of be the only caveat that makes this kind of rough. So yeah, so this will have its purposes, especially if you're doing something that's super easy, maybe like a key dungeon. So we'll have to see. Speaking of key dungeons will now reset on their own. Which I did see the timer for this is 12 seconds. I kind of feel like I can manually do that faster, especially since I run potions all the time. But there is something else I want to comment about this clip. If you look at the very, very bottom, level 450. Let's go ahead and pull back up that previous clip of the event. It says we're getting new player ranks. So we are going to be having a ton of new player ranks. So things you need to be stocking up of and doing prior to this. Go ahead and start stocking up on your expeditions, okay? Go ahead and have these sit and ready to go. As you can see, some of these are not all GMs. Some of them are Ns. Go grab some goobers. I'm going to tell you right now, a good place to go grab some M ranks that you can just shove on in here is the new Beast Raid. So the raid with Jungle Monarch, especially the Iron Wolves. Get a couple of them, level them up super fast. You don't have to like tier them up, but super easy to throw on in here. So highly recommend do that. Also would highly recommend go ahead and grab you some XP potions. Okay. I keep getting more XP potions that I can't do anything with because we get those potion bundles. So go ahead and start stocking these up because we are likely going to have to get new levels because remember after M+, so GM, GM+, UGM, UGM+, we all had to hit a certain level. So I would go ahead and start stockpiling as much as you can. And again, a lot of the stuff that you can go ahead and grab, especially for tickets, Infinite Desert's going to be the way to go. You also can get, I do believe, XP potions from the AFK chamber. So if you are expert lazy mode, that's the way to go. Now, I will tell y'all, after this new update drops, it will be probably easier to grind tickets. And what do I mean by that is they have teased that instead of, what dungeon do we have going on now? We have 9 dungeon going on right now. 9 and whatever is in World 1 used to be the same rank. Now they're going to be different ranks, which could mean more tickets. So we're going to have more opportunity to get tickets. So we're not always stuck with both of them being E or C or something super low. Now, I do want to comment, because not a lot of people go here, in the game voting, there is this little poll they did, along with a little disclaimer, that basically they may be buffing dungeons so that it can feel more rewarding. So we may be looking at the old days where we were waiting for, what was it, the SS dungeons, especially when, or the S dungeons when the game first came out. So we may be dungeon farming again. This could be both good and bad. I liked the active dungeon farming, trying to find them and like getting a group together to go and do like a big one. So I don't know. We could be looking at higher level, because currently we only go up to N. So we still have N plus, M plus. In order for this to be worthwhile, at bare minimum, it would need to be GM, I feel like, or maybe even M plus, with the possibility of the boss being GM plus. So we'll have to see. I'm a little hesitant. Now, the next sneak peek that you are definitely going to need to start prepping for, and another good reason to get your expeditions ready to go, is we now will be able to exchange cores. You'll be able to exchange common cores for rare for epic, and epic for legendary. So this is going to help out an absolute ton with getting all N rank relics, because this costs a lot to do. Few good places that you can go ahead and get cores other than in key dungeons, because I know not everyone likes to do it. Desert. Honestly, desert is probably going to be your best friend for everything prepping for this update. Make sure all your stuff is maxed out as best as you can. Again, expeditions. All expeditions drop cores. If you scroll down here just a hair, legendary, epic, rares, even the gray ones can drop common cores. So make sure all of your stuff is ready to go. They also commented in this that you can now buy up to 1,000 items at once, which yes, please. Yes, thank you. Please, please, please. Also, with doing this, if you're going to be getting a ton of N rank relics, go ahead and save up some dust as well, because remember, it does cost legendary dust in order to craft. This will also be super good, especially if you're trying to get GM, because I don't know if you know, I did this in a previous video. If you do put 6 M pluses in here, they will craft into a GM. This does take, however, tickets, legendary dust, and it costs 3 legendary cores. So this will be another super easy way to farm up cores. I'm very excited. Also, it'll give a lot of use for the bundle, because you'll be able to buy the bundle and start upgrading stuff. So if you're missing like 1 or 2, it'll be a little more worthwhile. However, that requires tickets. Ellison's in a theme with tickets. Make sure you're farming up your tickets. Now, at bare minimum, with the newest update, because we already know there's going to be a leveling increase, what I would go ahead and do right when that update drops is, if you're able to, get the Fang of Domination and the Iron Howl both up to G rank, or N rank. The reason you want to do this is going to help give you XP buff on both of them. The other thing you're going to want to do is, with the final sneak peek I'm going to be showing, which is they are now adding a new stat, and that stat is player experience. Gain more experience increased by 0.5% per level, which currently our max is 250, so it's probably going to be a lot higher. So you need to save up for a reset. But if you get this stat up to max, that's a 125% increase. That means, let's go ahead and go on over to the other thing you need to get ready, which is go ahead and get your weekly quest ready to complete so you can claim them. But let's go over here to Master of Dungeons. That means, just from stats alone, the base of this will be 11,000. That is not including any of my other bonuses or anything else. So make sure you're ready, guys, because y'all can probably get a lot of levels very, very, very quickly. I am actually super excited. There is a lot of good stuff in this, a lot of quality of life. I'm kind of excited to see what they do with the new shadows, what we're going to be in for. And that's kind of all we have for the stuff at the moment. So I don't know too much. I will comment one last thing on the page that they have said there is new dungeon ranks. So I would be prepared for M plus, M. I think that may be as high as they may be going this time. But we will have to see. I don't know if they're going to do new shadow ranks. I don't know if we're going to go into the full GM mode yet, but we'll have to see. Another thing I want to comment on. I have been stupid busy. If you haven't noticed, there really hasn't been like long production videos this week. I usually do something where I'm grinding something. Well, my parents have been out of town, and my parents are normally in charge of my grandma. I have been in charge of my grandma for the past week, and I love her to death, but she's a little time consuming, especially when I'm trying to take care of my own family, run a business, and grinding games. So, as much as I love y'all are great. Love my grandma more. Sorry. So I've been super busy with that. I also am having to watch my parents' house, and they have 2 overly needy dogs that get stressed out if they're not at least visited for like over 2 hours every day, twice a day. Yeah, it's a lot. I've been busy. I did actually have 2 videos prepped and ready to go, but because of what has been announced with this update and the other one turned into a flop, I've held onto them. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about 1, the Noob to Pro, which will be an updated version, which I got up to UGM. Plus, I went to go edit it and they announced, hey, we're going to have new player ranks. And so I asked y'all on YouTube, hey, do you want me to release this now or wait? And y'all said wait. So I'm going to wait. I have 2.5 hours of footage, and that's the cropped down version so far. I'm hoping to make it under an hour. I'm going to let y'all know, including these 2 new ranks, it's probably going to be longer than an hour. So, yeah. I still have to do the voiceover work for that, so hopefully next week, and maybe next weekend. So, we'll try for next weekend on Saturday, so y'all can have something to watch to kind of give y'all a guide, or next Friday. I think I could probably do next Friday. The other thing, if you didn't notice, which I was very quickly glanced, you can see that this guy has a skin on there. I have wasted about 10 hours of my life testing skins because I trusted someone on my Discord saying things like, hey, skins could possibly give more damage. I'm gonna let you know the damage difference was like 1/1000th better. There wasn't any from what I've tested so far, but I will continue to test. I have a few more left, and I'll work on that in the next, before the update. So if there's a video tomorrow saying, look at this amazing skin, then yeah, you know, otherwise, no. By the way, did you know that there's over 110 skins in the game? Did you know that? Yeah, I know that. So I will tell y'all right now, as of right now, skins do not make a difference, but just fun little detail to include. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I have done a lot of yapping, and hopefully this video was entertaining. Hopefully you're getting ready. I'm looking forward to the update, and yeah, I'll see y'all next time.